S that you hit record. Oh, there he goes.
To kind of set the scene for you, we're expecting this thing to, charge through the Caribbean Sea, possibly then move into the Gulf of America.
Medium chance to develop in the coming days. Odds are 40% in the next 2 days, as well as the next 7 days.
Welcome back to the Carry Handle podcast with your hosts, Bryce and Kevin. I released the videos or the podcast episodes backwards. So we actually had 2 guests go out last week. So really quickly, before I roll friends of the channel, our schedule is going to kind of settle on us doing Mondays are guests. So if we have a guest, usually they'll come out on Mondays, and then Fridays will typically be firesides moving forward, just because logistically it seems a little better on the back end for us. So although I could be completely wrong and do what I did last week and put 2 guests out.
Logistics.
Mostly because the
podcast.
the viewership is better on Mondays for the guests, because I feel bad burying them like later in the week, because they always do better early in the week. So that, I guess, maybe not on the back end, just to let you know that's why we're doing this.
And that's because
it's
people like you click on the link, and we love you.
Yes, people like you, we do love. I am going to roll our thing. Hold on. Oh, I found it. All right.
We want to take this time to thank friends of the channel who provided us 10% discount codes for our listeners. That's you, and we don't get kickbacks. First is Hammy 3D Prints. Thousands of products for firearm storage and other fun stuff, too. Code CarryHandle10. Eastern Shore Sling Company. Handmade rifle slings and custom sewing. Dog leashes, too. Code CarryHandle. 19 Charlie Tactical. Gunsmithing, Kydex holsters, thousands of drop-ship gun parts, accessories, tools, firearms. Code TheCarryHandle10. And lastly, I want to thank myself for all the scheduling and all the shenanigans I deal with daily. Thank you, Hannah.
Yes, thank you, Hannah, indeed. And without further ado, Kevin, my co-host, how are you?
Real quick, for those that couldn't have seen that, Bryce was trying to revolver me to my shotgun.
True,
I believe I won. I believe I win in that encounter. But we'll leave that up to you guys. Put in the comments if you think shotgun beats 2 revolver.
Kind of sounds like a sex thing. Like one.
Why is it always
slightly larger than the other
how does
one?
it always come to sex with you?
I don't know. Revolvers seem phallic, like the cylinder's like a scrotum or something. I don't know. Why do you ask me to explain these things, Kevin? This seems...
I don't think we have enough therapy time for the day to go down
Have you
that rabbit
seen
hole.
this 625?
Yeah,
like,
it's very
do you
sexy.
see this?
Yes, I
love
see
this
it.
gun.
So tell us,
I've been
Bryce,
watching...
I want to know
Oh.
what 3 guns you might get.
What 3 guns I might get? Am I getting interviewed?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, I know people have been hearing me talk about getting a crank for a while. Actually, technically, if you think about it this way, there's 4 in contention. I have been keeping this one in the background. Yeah, see, Kevin doesn't even know, but that's fine. Oh yeah, so like I was thinking more like the 15-1, like one of the recce, like with the Raz quad rail and stuff, like a Mark 12 build, but like older free float, like 1913.
12.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
so I went to the range recently. Yeah, I went to the range recently.
How was that?
It was good. I got to shoot my G36 and my rifle. So I find myself taking out, I know we've been talking about like AR fatigue, but there's something very nice about getting behind a gun you have a lot of rounds down with, but then maybe not shooting for a while and going back to it, and it's like an old shoe. You're like, oh, this is nice. I forgot.
It just fits. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say, I know I joke about it and change guns every 10 seconds, but that rifle's been the same for over a year, because I just kind of, when the LPVO finally made its way on there, I think, actually, that's not completely true. I was switching out top dots, but that was for a review. That doesn't count. But I have become comfortable with that setup, and Actually, I lied. I want to take that fucking muzzle brake off.
Oh God.
I
mean,
feel like
that's-
I like muzzle brakes when I don't have them on my rifle and when I'm shooting for just a couple seconds until I realized I can feel it in my fucking balls. Like the shock
You don't
wave
like
is crazy
you don't like
work.
your balls tingling while you shoot, sir? Are you
Nah,
un-American?
I mean, we talk about
Careful.
the fizz.
You're getting close. You're getting close
We
to
talk about
communist
the
talk.
fizz. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So there's a bit of a fizz or a tingle. I'm not liking the tingle. I like the fizz.
Indeed. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way with my Glock, my OEM Glock. When I don't shoot it for a long time and I take it out and put a couple rounds, so I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, this
And
is
see,
this is fun.
I've talked to some people and I get shit a lot for switching guns up all the time and playing with so many different things. And I'm not focusing on one and that is a complete, by the way, I'm admitting that because I think it's an excellent point. I have not, like, handguns I stopped shooting them as much. I shoot rifles a lot. I
That's
actually
good.
completely forgot to talk about that G36. I just realized
Yeah,
that.
why don't we talk about the G36 while we're talking about rifles?
I shot some doubles with it. I zeroed it at 100. It is not an AR in terms of accuracy, mind you. I mean, like, it's maybe a couple to a few MOA, or it is when I'm behind it. Granted, that trigger, Kevin knows that trigger is intense. It's immense.
It is, but I'm sure it was fun. I'm sure people were looking at you like, oh, that's so cool.
No, it is a fucking cannon though. It's a 12.5-inch barrel, and I put the short 4-prong on it. Oh, buddy, there were fireballs midday. I was very. It wasn't
Nice.
as cool as like the G36Cs when we were shooting those.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been even more of a fireball. But now, granted, this was like Winchester White Box 5.56, so it was
Jesus.
a little spicy. It was good. It was fun.
Good.
I liked it.
Good Lord, that's a mystery load right there.
I did, yeah, right. It's because sometimes you'd get one that. Now I did get a stoppage. Now Bo did tell us, in all fairness, he said there is not something that I really like that much, but a 500 round break-in period. It seems like a lot, but
it seems fair.
putting into perspective, he doesn't manufacture the metalloy or the metal parts. He only manufactures the receivers.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of interesting when companies have like multiple hands in the pot in terms of like who takes, responsibility for certain things. So I don't know how that works, but like as you well know, I have that charging handle is sharp as fuck, but that was because I guess I got a one-off.
Yeah.
So
I thought you sent that back. You never sent that back?
No, I keep forgetting, so I got to do that.
I mean, I guess you can just file it yourself.
Well, I did talk to him to figure out if I could just cold blue it, and he said, yeah.
He said, yeah, it's not a problem.
Yeah, but he also said I could send it in, and then I keep forgetting to do that. So, I don't know. I should probably do that at some point.
Yeah,
I think it would also add.
Show.
I'll just ship it in. I should just man up and do it. It doesn't take that much effort. I'm just lazy. I'm really lazy.
It is.
I'm a lazy boy.
All right. So let's circle back. What are the 3 options for a new gun, or the 4 options? I guess the Recce rifle is one of them.
Yeah, it's not even the whole gun. It's just an upper because.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So let me find this. I don't remember. I think. Oh God. I have guns on my desk here. Quite a few guns on my desk here. Okay. 15. Because we also, if you recall, we have Craddock Precision coming on, and they have a 15.1 length. It's like mid-length barrel.
So you want to do more of a regular 6 mil?
No, just be a normal 5.56.
77 grain?
I mean, yeah, I guess eventually. Depends on what ammo. I have my I shoot a lot of 55 because it's cheap.
Well, it is cheap. I mean, if you want, like, if you're going to do the recce, you might as well try and get the performance.
I mean, I guess, but I'm not going to be shooting that the whole time. That seems expensive.
Well, it's an
All right, they actually
expensive
have.
thing.
Interesting. Wonder what rails. Dude, these look so good. Yeah, and I don't know. I've been drifting away from the Church of Keymod for a little while now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
I've
feel
been
like
drifting into quad rail
maybe
country again.
maybe instead of a new rifle, maybe you get the 10.8 performance that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Reakin your love for pistols.
Reaffirm my love.
Rekindle.
Give myself purpose. Rekindle my love for this thing of which, dude, I really want one of these Recce uppers though. They're so pretty. Could also just build one. That'd be cool.
I think
Wouldn't be
building
as
would
good as
give
something.
I think it'd give me
Wouldn't be
more
as good.
satisfaction. I think it would give me more satisfaction to build. You
Really
like
have
to
a setup
tinker
right now for that.
You like to tinker and build. Get the 10.8 performance, and then you can shoot the piss out of it. And
Okay,
be really happy.
well, the 10.8 performance is also the most expensive thing on this particular list of things that I
So?
want.
It's the best thing.
Centurion arms. Let me see how much the Centurion arms upper is. I do
For-
really. So the one thing that does, like, I keep kind of coming back to with the 10.8 is that it's Cerakoted, which
Mm.
does bother me a lot.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, at the show, it was kind of like wearing off, like from all the racking.
Well, yeah. The at the end of the show, it was like the slides were really gummy. Now, I mean, there's no. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be making excuses for it.
Well, no, I feel like it was a demo gun. Number one. Number two, it wasn't oiled past like factory oil. Number three, people were racking and touching. The majority of it was you racking and touching, but people were racking and touching it a lot. So, and it wasn't being fired. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's just, like if you're just gonna sit and rack it and never really shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure-
that's a fair point.
I'm sure if you put like 2 or 3 mags there, it would have loosened right up.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think, man, you make a good point though. What about a 6-arc?
A recce rifle. I mean, that would be the best of all worlds.
I hate saying Recce. So annoying.
Why?
I don't know, because I feel like people in the community have made it kind of a cringy
All right,
term
fine,
now.
fine. I'll use another word that's more proper. Reconnoitering rifle.
God,
Oh, huh?
no.
Bryce says his
He said it.
reconnoitering rifle. Yeah, I know the word. I just don't like saying it. I prefer saying recon.
Listen here, buddy. I also watch Die Hard, okay? I can say big words.
You know, it's funny that I think that's one of the few movies where they use the term right.
Yeah, or where they say it like the whole word.
Yeah,
I think that's actually that. Yeah, I think you're
peak
right.
80s SWAT.
Yeah. I like the idea that people tune into these chats of ours and they're just like
A whisper into the insanity, and or just a psychologist that's taking notes feverishly for the
They
criminals.
are the silence that escape betwixt my butt cheeks after a greasy dinner. The silence.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I can
Why
smell
have you
it.
done this?
I can
Don't do
smell the
this.
silence. It smells like tacos.
Man. What? I don't really like tacos that much.
Did
I'm
I
not a taco guy?
Did I say, Bryce, you like tacos? Or did I say
Well,
your
it would
your
make
fart
more
smells like-
sense if you
Yeah,
were
I don't need to
talking
make
about
sense.
me.
We're insane. We don't need to make sense. We're
What do you mean?
schizoaffective and we're moderately crazy. So it's
Whoa,
fine.
whoa. Hey, you can't be linking me in with your delusions, okay? My
Which one
website.
which one of us can't decide on one of 4 guns to purchase?
So I did recently add an MP5 into the mix, but I was also thinking that probably doesn't make any sense because if I want an MP5, I think I just want an MP5 SD. I don't
Here's
think.
here's an MAC one for $1,050.
Yeah, the prices on them aren't that bad. And then if you, like the ones that are like $1,200, sometimes they come with a brace, and
Yeah.
those are like $200 by themselves, so it's pretty good value.
I mean, I really want just like the 1990s like SWAT, like with the light in the stock and just oh no.
Have you seen the Musoc? Mac has a Musoc clone, which I really want.
There's a peanut butter HK stock for $165.
Wow. Maybe let's see how much the SP5s are.
Wait, I have a
I
stock.
think they're a lot of money.
Could I use the stock I have on my 22?
I don't know. Probably not.
Why you gotta be so negative? Why can't you say maybe it's possible? I don't know. Look it up.
Well, because they're usually just different.
You just say immediately no.
Well, because when I was looking up stocks and all kinds of options for Hannah's 22 that I broke, that is still broken just before anybody else mentions it.
Is it broken?
It is. It is broken.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I mean, there's differences between like the 22 and the 9mm. So I'd have to imagine the company, like yours isn't even sort of related to a 22. It's just a 22 rough shape. It's MP5-esque. Like even like the name brand 22 caliber clone isn't compatible. So I mean, it'd be cool though if yours actually fit. Because it's a GSG, so I don't know.
All right, I want an MP5K.
I know Kevin's on the MP5K train.
Dude, they're so cool. It's like James Bond.
I'm not
James Bond?
I'm not really an MP5K guy.
Really? Not even James Bond.
Not really an MP5K guy.
Wow.
And my James Bond, I mean, well, actually, technically Pierce Brosnan, he's very iconic, or he's been his iconic pose was with a crank. So, and then the Craig.
Yeah, I'm talking about the video games.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about the movies. Yeah, I think I played maybe a Casino Royale game and GoldenEye. That was it. Because the Broccoli's pretty well killed the metal, or oh my god. The fuck am I talking about? They killed the
for $1,200.
What? The MP5K?
Yeah, MAC, the MAC version that comes with.
I think it would be cool with one of those BNT. That's not bad. I think one of those with like the BNT brace that's like really flat. It's like a wafer. I think that'd be pretty sick. I think the 9-hole reviews guys have something like that.
Yeah. Big yawn.
Yeah. My son is getting very well comfortably in his 2-year-old socks, and he's decided everybody needs to know his opinions on life. And they're vast.
He's a philosopher.
Ever so picky.
Why? Why orange? Orange.
Yes. What? Why? His favorite thing is don't want that. Don't want that. You
sounds like something,
literally anything. He just goes, don't want that.
Sounds like something you would say. Right, it is something you say.
Yeah, probably. He's got a lot. He was letting you know. He's like, don't want that. Don't want that, Daddy. I'm like, perfect. So fuck me then. But we're the millennial. We're millennial parents trying our fucking best.
The woes of fatherhood.
It's not a woe. It's definitely an obstacle. He's actually, I don't know if this will pick up in the recording, but he's giving his mom the business right now. He's like,
It'd be funny if you dressed him up in like a little business suit, and then you gave him a newspaper, and then you took a picture where he had like a little sippy cup of milk, and you called him the boss. the Boss Baby.
I'm liking it. I appreciate the vibe, yeah.
And then get a Beretta Tomcat, and then, obviously keep it safe and unloaded, and then put it right there next to him. It's like he's the Boss Baby.
Give my son a loaded gun. What I just
say?
I think that would make for that could be a really fun game we could play. It's like, all right, here's put him in like a bulletproof vest, so he just has to wander around the house with like a BB gun.
Why don't we not advocate for something that sounds borderline illegal?
That can't be borderline. That has to absolutely be some terrible thing. Not like a real gun, but like a BB gun. That'd be really funny.
I say, well, Jesus. I made BB gun.
You don't think so?
Once.
I know. I got that inspiration from you.
Yeah,
you figure out
steel
BB.
Yeah.
And, yeah, no, I wasn't. I'm thinking like the airsoft, like the
that's
yeah. I'm sorry, airsoft. I'm sorry.
Sauce. If you're not carrying around the penknife and alcohol swabs to swab out the baby holes,
hey man, you were giving me guff. You were giving me guff when my kid was walking around in armor and a fucking BB gun, or not. Maybe that's bad. Airsoft is, I guess, what I meant. My fault.
Oh,
I'm bad.
Okay. Airsoft.
Yeah,
yeah. I'll give you that.
Actually, now that's probably still a bad idea. Like, even if I gave him like glasses or something, I think he'd figure it out way too quickly.
You think he'd be like
oh, guys.
You think he'd be like the kid? Like, you hit him behind the goggles. He goes, yeah.
Oh man, there's so much in this world that causes distraction. And I feel like I used to say I need to just grow up and just buy a Glock 47 like an adult. And now I guess I need
Glock
to grow up and buy
15 round mags.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. It kind of it basically gives me zero reason to not carry a Glock 48.
I think that was your only. Well, no, the triggers can't. I think you fixed the trigger.
Yeah, I did.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, the trigger's fine.
Okay,
yeah, it has an Apex now.
But I mean,
where it is.
To be honest, I'm not advocating for anything when I say this, but 11 rounds to do it right. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean,
especially
I'm
carrying, with the package.
Or I was carrying full time a revolver with 6 rounds. So, and I was like this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I carry the 365 that has 13. So,
yeah, I found one of my actual concealed carry belts, and I'm gonna go back to carrying full like traditional style with a belt.
You get the Glock 34?
No, I'm still not big enough. Like, if I gained like another 20 pounds, then maybe I could start carrying the 34.
Bulk up, big daddy.
Yeah, bulk up, big boy. So why did you gain 20 pounds? Well, I like this gun a lot.
Enough said.
Because I will carry the 10-8 because I'll probably just end up, spoiler alert, I'll probably just end up buying that.
Well, yeah, the crank off is not going to give you as much joy.
I disagree. I think the crank would do me wonders. I released, I did a thing where I was talking about the differences in the calibers. I think I sent you a rough draft of that a while ago. But when I actually released that, I got a couple comments that were like, well, the reason, like, you clearly don't know why, like, he basically didn't like that I was using NATO calibers in an AK, and he was like, I get stuck cases and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so I start humoring it a little, like, he's like, you're going to be a lot more happier if you go buy do the buy 39 calibers. And I was like, I feel like you didn't actually read what was in it, because I said, if anything, like, if not for anything else, I would rather have a 5.45 or a 7.62 by 39. But because of availability, I'm not buying one of those. And he's like, oh, well, the taper and the design of this and whatever, it's optimized to shoot with the by 39 cartridges. And I'm like, well, yeah, again, I said this is a fun gun. Like, it's not a defensive gun. Also, I realized at the end of that where I was going to comment, be like, that's a good point. I was like, no, that's not a good point. Because the Polish Tantal is 5.56, and the fucking polls used that shit forever until they had the grot. So, and then also there's an export, there's AK-101s and AK-102s, which are the Kalashnikov concern or whatever Kalashnikov you want to call them. They had export NATO. That's what those, the 101 and the 102 are 5.56.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's weapon systems.
They
out
have
there.
an AK-19 in 5.56.
There's weapon systems.
The
out
Galil exists. What the fuck am I talking about? The Galil has existed. Why did I not think of that earlier?
I don't know, because your mind is. I don't know what your.
He was like,
is.
"Well, this doesn't work," and blah blah blah. I'm like, my brother in Christ. What are you talking?
Well, no. People get stuck in their ways.
Well, yeah, and it's like
they try and.
I feel like these are the actually dudes that are just like they only heard 2 seconds of what you said.
Yeah.
And then they're just waiting for you to be done to finish. It's like, did you hear anything I actually said? Or
actually, you see.
So frustrating. So frustrating.
Indeed. So that's why you should get the 10.8 to avoid all those naysayers.
I mean, there are plenty of naysayers for the 10.8 too, especially at the price point, but
they're nervous. They're nervous
like
because
it.
Springfield.
Now, I would, whatever.
Yeah,
people are the same way about Kimber. I think they both have had redemptions, but one was a lot more quiet. I don't think people really talk about the Springfield one because they don't really. I don't know, with the exception of the Prodigies, which were a nightmare when those came out. I mean, they do like little swings, and then even then, Springfield wasn't really championing the release of this 1911. It's been mostly Lipsy's has been doing a lot of the vocal. They've been really vocal. Now the website pastes that shit everywhere, which is awesome. But it just it almost it seemed like Lipsy's was doing more work, which you'd think. I mean, Springfield would want to suckle at the teat, but they just are intent on being. Like with their XD line and their echelons, and just kind of boring. I guess. Nobody really cares about 1911s.
I still want the was it the AOS or whatever, the Springfield AOS operator?
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I do like those. Did you wanted the Commander though, right?
I believe so. I want the 4 1/4. I don't want the 5-inch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was definite. I had apprehension about the 5-inch guns, specifically when, I was shooting the operator. Now, granted, my operator that I had experience with predated the Springfield, redemption by 6 years. So,
Yeah.
Hey, it's cool that the ejectors aren't pressed in anymore. I'm going to have to remember that because I remember I've been bitching about that forever.
Yeah, you have.
For quite a long time. But
indeed.
Yeah. So, all right. What have you been watching? What have you been reading?
Well, I had been reading medical charts at work like a normal person.
Fair.
I've been watching.
Anybody that cares about their profession does more research into said profession. I think it's commendable. You're a commendable chap.
Thank you, Gumna. I started watching Splinter Cell Death Watch last night.
Nice. The animated. Yeah, you just told me about this.
Yeah, it was oof. And to let the viewers know, I'm very particular when it comes to watching new shit. It takes me a long time. Like I watched The Pit, which is great. But once I finish a TV show, I'm like, I have a few I fall back on. Elementary is a good one.
It's a lot of work to get reinvested in another property. It's kind of.
It is.
It's a bit. It's a lot.
Splinter Cell. I took a chance in Splinter Cell. I reactivated my Netflix account, which has since vanished. So I had to reactivate it or something. I don't know. Somebody stole it. Who knows? And I started watching the Splinter Cell Death Watch. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. Pretty akin to the show. And they keep it like grounded. Like, you're like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
What about what have you read and or
I
watched?
I read I read Rising Sun. It's a Michael Crichton book about a murder, or seemingly a murder, or the death of a hooker in a Japanese business high rise during it's kind of like Die Hard, because it's in the early 90s or late 80s maybe. And this hooker gets killed in some executive office while some party's going on down in the couple floors down, and it's talking about relations, and it's a very 90s thing, because they had a movie with Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes. I haven't seen that movie, but I was thinking I'll probably watch that
to see how close it compares to the book.
Yeah. So I mean, I was looking at the trailer, and I mean,
oh no,
I really couldn't. I didn't actually watch the trailer. It was just one of those video rolls, kind of clips of the movie, and it was just Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery driving around. So I didn't hear anything, but I don't know. It looks. Seems like it fits, I guess. I don't know. It looks fine.
Well, you had me at dead hooker. That just screams the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like there's a lot of 80s movies where there's hookers looking down, or a lot of hookers with cocaine around a large tall building. There's a lot of that, or sometimes they fall from the sky and then splat on a car. You never know.
Really? A Lethal Weapons
Attaboy. Yes.
What do you mean attaboy?
Always. Sometimes you're weird. Sometimes you don't catch the quotes.
No, I do. I catch them. I just don't acknowledge them.
I feel like that's what everybody in school says. It's no, I knew. I just didn't want to tell you. Okay. All right. Whatever you say there, champ.
I have no duty to tell you my thoughts.
All right. Okay. Sure.
So what do you?
I was right. I just didn't need to tell you. I have been watching. I like watching the Anvil YouTube channel and RGS Restoration, and actually, I can tell you. Hold on, let me bring up my watch history, and you people can make fun of me.
God, nothing but gun board.
Yeah, so Mark Novak, a lot of that. I watch Eric Cortina. And Rob's Reloading. I think I've talked to him about him for a while. He's been having problems with getting 300 WSM to shoot out of a ballistic advantage barrel. He was like, it was $100, but it basically just cost me $100 because it's crap. Which I thought was funny.
So he's having a problem reloading, even though his name is Rob's Reloaded?
No, I said he was having a bad time trying to get a ballistic advantage 300 WSM barrel to shoot. No matter what, combination of powder, bullets, seating depth, no matter what, he just couldn't get it to shoot very well. Engineer's Armory. Yeah, and then Mr. Sunday Movies, so any of those. I'm very boring. It's a great. I guess this would be a good time to tell you if I found a new channel, but I haven't. So I'm sorry. I don't have it. I've failed in my duty of reporting content in media. However, I did basically beat RoboCop.
Cool.
I cheated the whole time.
Of course.
So I only have so much time in the day to game. So what I did is I turned God mode on and turned the player speed all the way up because I just want to experience the story. I'm going to be honest.
They can't see me, but I'm shaking my head now.
I don't care. I don't care. I paid for the game. I don't want to keep dying because I suck at gaming. I do suck. But I also want to experience the game and have fun. So
you know what?
I'm not sorry.
My feeling is if it's a single player game and you paid for it, like you said, then yeah, go for it.
I'm not doing that on online games unless it's everybody feeling a touch of tomfoolery, which sometimes you got to do.
I turn cheats off on Ground Branch all the time now.
Yeah, I'm not to be trusted. Although it's not for nefarious reasons. It's and now I'm in the sky shooting at people.
Well, you I know you try.
Or team kill.
It doesn't take me long anymore to realize that you're doing something tomfoolery. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, I get bored and then And then I kind of start to wander in terms of my attention.
You know what would be really cool? Would be like a first-person shooter game that you had to
They
cheat.
have those. Oh, you mean
That
Call of
you
Duty?
that you have to, like, figure out the cheats to, and then
Well,
play
that'd
the
be
game
cool.
like
That sounds like one of those Steam, like one of those
like
live
impo
stream.
like an indie game that's like it's an impossible task unless you know
Mm.
the console cheat code.
I feel like there's an SCP game like that, I think.
But the code is, like, local to the game, so it's just like SCP works out. You can't find the code online. You have to find it, like,
Right.
in-game.
That'd be cool. I like it. Damn, I
Groovy.
might do the Mark 12.
And we're
I
back
know,
onto
I
the
know.
Mark 12.
I know I said all that, but I think maybe I should. I should do it.
Will you shoot
Just
it?
do it.
Will you shoot it?
Yeah, I guess that's the point, is like
Are you
the
going
AR
to
would
shoot
be
it?
the thing. Not if it was in 6mm. I don't think I would.
Really? Even though 6 mil
Uh,
has, like it'd be interesting because, you know, the military's doing the whole, like, logistical 6 mil across the board.
no, they might be doing that. They didn't. That was you got the exact opposite out of that conversation.
Ah,
They
close
could be.
enough. Close enough. If they're thinking about it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like. I guess I could.
It is
I
expensive,
could do that. Yeah, that's here real quick.
but it will tickle the 6 arc itch, and you have a Mark 12.
Let me find. I mean, it's no longer really a Mark 12. I just want like a Mark 12-ish thing.
Oh, like a Ken? Like, you don't want, like, an actual clone Mark 12, you just want something
Yeah,
that's
I'm not.
akin to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I want? You know what I want?
No.
There's only one gun I've ever mentioned repeatedly. It's not out yet.
Okay. What?
It's the one gun. Well, it's not. It's a gun from a program.
I feel like had you just told me, we would have been talking about the thing by now.
It saddens me. The Mars rifle.
You're still. What about it?
That's the gun I want.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tell me more about
You
your
know,
Mark
it's
12
interesting.
McKinnon.
I was thinking about 300 Blackout recently because I was thinking, oh, I want an MP5, and then I'm like, do I want like a? And then it started making me think about like MP5 or the 300 Blackout, like replacing suppressed MP5s and what you gain, like in terms of shootability and controllability. MP5s are really easy to shoot, but when you're not shooting it, humping it around and living with it's a little different. So I wonder, like, if I could have one of those, like, both of those kind of like systems side by side, because then I was thinking about the AAC SD and the SDIC. I was like, because I don't love a lot of the shortened and abbreviated gas systems. The CAC one has been fine, and I'm not really a big threaded barrel or a really big like law folding stock kind of guy. Mostly because I feel like when you fold the gun in half, it's no longer as handy as people think it is. And I like the shorter buffer tubes, but it definitely changes recoil. But I was thinking if you could get one of those to kind of shoot kind of nice, I mean, have like the most optimized little sub compact kind of thing, it'd be kind of interesting. Because I was also thinking about how light the honey badgers are, but because I mean, say what you will about Q or whatever it is that you might think about them. The rifles are pretty light. I mean, the actual no shit honey badger SBRs, they are very light. I mean, it's pretty noticeable. So,
Right.
kind of interesting. So, that was my tangent.
That was a good tangent.
I think I might do the 6 arc. I said all
Yeah.
that to just be like, maybe I'll just do a 6 arc.
No, just do the 6 arc.
Like a 15-inch 6 arc. I gotta find one of these. Let me find before I let you go.
You need to turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely.
2 different songs.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
What am I thinking? So you don't even know. You're garbage. You're a piece of poop of garbage. A poopy bit of garbage. Garbage poop. Oh, yeah, that's a good song. I'm going to have to figure out what 6 arc I want.
That and Matchbox 20 are 2 of the like most quintessential
Those
90s.
are bangers. Bangers, though.
Like you're working in your garage, like twerking on a bowl, and you have like Creed, Third Eye Blind, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Matchbox 20, Jay-Z.
What has become of our humble podcast?
3 6
talking about
yeah.
Oh no, talking about old man music.
Don't say it like that. It hip
is
to be square. No, I don't.
Oh no, that's worse. Don't say that.
You have to be hip to be square.
My goodness gracious. Oh, we should end this before it gets any
balls
worse.
of fire.
This is terrible. We have lost every bit of credibility we've ever had.
Terribly awesome.
Oh no. All right. Well, thank you to the listeners. We're sorry for the shorter episode. I don't know. The inspiration.
Don't forget the weekend's coming up. You just got paid, maybe, or you're going to get paid next Friday. And
Actually,
we
I
love
don't know
you.
when this is coming out.
Well, hopefully it's on a Friday.
Is this coming out? Oh, I guess this is coming out Friday now.
You quite literally said
Happy Friday, guys.
These come out on Friday.
Yeah, but this one isn't, because tomorrow I'm going to have to release the one that was supposed to be on last Friday, but I released 2 guests in a week. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm bad at this.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually what I'll probably do is Hannah will end up taking over this because she's actually competent with scheduling, and she'll just tell me when I have to release stuff. So
or you'll just drop it into a file, just have her just click release.
Yeah, she's a lot. Now I have to talk to her, but I haven't talked to her about this, so I'll have to beg and plead because maybe our release schedules will be a little bit more consistent. But all right, well, thank you so much for listening, guys, for putting up with us. Like, comment, subscribe, leave reviews. That helps the channel immensely.
Or death threats.
Commenting, commenting of comments of any sort. We like to hear. We like to talk about, because sometimes it can create conversation. And then we can laugh at it if it's stupid, because, I don't know, it'd be funny. But commenting is cool. We like commenting.
Well,
so thank you.
Enjoy the work week or the weekend, depending.
Yes, depending on when this comes out. It's probably Friday. Happy Friday.
Or Monday.
Right,
Happy Monday.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Roll the outro.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
aren't they
heard
listening
this on Spotify.
to this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts, so all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who are we, and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.